all that stuff about the building, you won't be exposed to the wind, and then you won't be exposed to the rain. You have a roof, you have a shelter, and this is actually the point where you can see what you have been working for, because when your idea starts earning, starts spreading, because that's the money, they're less important than anything else. The most important thing is to have or generate them, to have that idea working, and it's already a thing, it's a thing by itself, and that's when you have started that process of winning in life. Because if you are born with some of those things, it's perfect, but most of us are not. Mostly we could have, for example, real estate or something. Here most of the people have at least one apartment, a house or something like that, and I know it's not like that for the most of the world. Maybe like 30 to 50% of the people at the very most have their own property, their own real estate thing. It doesn't matter what it is, a house or an apartment or something else. Those new homes, for example, it could be also on wheels, etc., etc. But actually, only 50% at the very most. Maybe here the percentage is a little bit bigger than that. Maybe it's up to 70. It could be a very small apartment, for example, but most of the people have at least one of those things. And in the big towns, in the cities where the prices are actually high and have been high since, well, many years, decades. So it's a cool stuff, but to have one or two of those things, for example, maybe three, it is not enough to keep you going. It's not enough by itself, but it's cool. But if you have to work for that other things, for example, a business that is kind of simple to lead, to be the leader of, to control, to innovate and to continue building. It's one of the most beautiful things, because then you have to all those options, and you have so much to learn, so many different ways to choose from, and even if it's in a very tight niche, it's still very much better than anything else. Like those, it's not really passive income, but you have the opportunity to have at least to spend your time as you wish, and you know that when you are working for something, you're working for yourself before anything else also. Because if you are only working for the others, for your boss and for the owner of the company, at the end of the line, being above you, and you're only working for them, you're skilling, okay, if you are, perfect, at least you're doing something for yourself. But if you are not, well, that you're just working for the money. I have talked about that. It's not a cool stuff. I don't advise anyone to do that for a long period of time, even if you're well paid. Better do something, maybe do that as a stable job, etc., etc., but do something with your other time, doing for yourself, in a business way, in a way that you progress and build something for yourself, for your family, because you don't want your, for example, maybe you could be okay with that, but you don't want your kids to be just normal employees, even if they're overpaid. It's not that's not nothing special. And you don't want your descendants to grow and to be like that. I mean, you want something better. I bet you do, in your soul, in your consciousness, in your, well, subliminal thoughts, even if you want, on a deeper state, your thoughts, in your subconscious, you want something better, and it shall be like that. Normal people, they don't have those virtues. Those people that are okay with only being employees for the rest of the time in the world, forever, for their kids, etc., etc. If one parent is okay with that, it's not good. I don't think we shall want those things for our kids. We want them to at least have something for them and for their families. Even if we were okay with ourselves, it's easier to see others succeed than ourselves. Sometimes we can endure that other stuff around, but you really wanna be thinking about all the people around you, so you won't get lost in the process, lost in your way. You know that at least one day your descendants, the people, your students, the new generations, they will live their lives better, and they will be freer than you are. They will have all those things that you didn't, and that's an idea to stick with. That's a flag. That's one of the things that could be above your head all the time, so you can stick to them, to those ideas, and they'll be like your shield, like your your bubble around yourself that's protecting you from doing them things, and literally keeping you intact, because you need some of that ideas, of that dedication. Dedicate. Be the greatest version of yourself you could be. No burnout, if that's possible, but still try your best to figure things out. How can you be better? Each and every day we can become a little bit better than we were yesterday. Do that, if not for yourself, for your kids, for your students, for the people you care about, for the new generation, for the generations to come. Well, it could be on international, on a level world, literally. And it don't have to be just your family. Everyone feels different. Think about who is going to be the next him or herself, etc. It doesn't have to be, of course, a copy, but those ideas at least will live in someone, and by that you continue living even after you die. And if you don't have those things figured, and you're just living a normal life in brackets, because what the fuck is normal life anyway? Um, so if you're just living your life and doing your stuff, you're exposed to the sins and sinful factors more than you think that you are, even because um, you'll be working for your money and you'll be doing things you don't do that are bugging you, that are doing bad for yourself in the long term, and you'll be going down slowly, even if you're scaling in your work and in your job, you're earning a bit more, but you'll be failing, you'll be crashing slowly because crashing down slowly because you don't have anything to live for, actually, and anything that's more than just surviving, just living. You'll be like an animal. Even animals have some purpose. Some of them are finding something to live for, even if it's not on the same level as those from human species. This kind of consciousness is a little bit different, of course, because being conscious is something that only human race is believed to have. I'm not sure about that. Many people aren't, but it doesn't matter. Way worse than an animal eventually, but at the very best, you won't be using your human potential by doing just those normal things. And that's my ideology. That's what I'm wanting to share. That's my main idea. One of my main ideas. I'm sharing many others also, but that's an important step for me, and well, here it is. I would really like to multiply those thoughts and spread them. If someone is not on that way, on that path, and is still struggling and maybe needs a second opinion, I want to be that opinion. I want to make a change in the world by even just sharing that, by writing it many different places, by having those people read, comment, and we can have a discussion. That's what matters for me. One of those few factors that I can't forget even for a minute is that I'm being there, I'm living that, I'm feeling that each and every moment of my life. I hope that's helpful. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, namaste.